You don't owe everyone access to you. Some of the greatest exhaustion you feel doesn't come from what you are doing. It comes from who has access to you, access to your time, access to your energy, access to your thoughts, access to your emotions. This 2026, we are more reachable than ever and more drained than ever. Messages never stops, expectations never pause, and somewhere along the way, availability became confused with value. Let's be clear about something. Being available does not make you important. Being intentional does. Because not everyone who asks deserves the seat at your table. Not everyone who calls you deserve an answer. Not everyone who wants your attention deserves your presence. This doesn't make you selfish, it makes you aware. Some people will guilt you for changing. They will say you are distant. They will say you've changed. They will say a whole lot of things. So if you feel that certain way about someone, then take a step back. Give them the space they desire. Give them the time in the world. But make sure they know. Tell them. And take that time. Take that time away. I think probably that's the end of their own sessions in your life. You can become, what's that word? Acquaintances. You can become acquaintance. Whenever you meet. That's that that's technically that's what it is. Although they will say you've changed, but yeah, that's what they often mean is you no longer give me unlimited access to you, and that discomfort is not your responsibility at all, because access should be earned through respect, consistency, and care. Not through history alone, not through pressure, not through manipulation, because protecting your space is not a rejection. Mhm. It is preservation, because you cannot grow in environment that constantly drains you. You cannot heal while constantly being pulled back into old patterns. In this season, choose depth over availability. Choose alignment over approval. Choose peace over performance. My challenge for you this week and beyond is to reduce access in one area of your life where you feel drained and tired. Limit responses, create boundaries, or say no without explanation. Protect your energy like it matters, because it does. Your environment is shaping you more than you think. You're not just shaped by your intentions. I've made a couple of videos about how your environment can actually make you or mar you. You are not just shaped by your intentions. You're shaped by what surrounds you. The conversations you hear daily, the media you consume, the people you spend time with, all of it is programming you. Many people are tired not because they are doing too much, because they are absorbing too much. Negativity is contagious, so is peace. We keep talking about self-development, and how to get better, social well-being, our social health, our social well-being. We keep talking about how we can develop ourselves and become better. But the truth is, if you constantly hear complaints, your mind learns to complain. If you constantly hear gossip, your spirit becomes restless. If you constantly hear fear, your body lives in tension. Change doesn't start with motivation, it starts with your environment. Self development does not just start with motivation, it starts with your environment. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Ask yourself, does this space support who I am becoming? or does it keep pulling me back? Because growth may require leaving rooms you've outgrown. Yeah, living room that you have outgrown. So my challenges: audit your environment. Audit your environment, such as your social, digital, emotional environment. Remove one influence that drains you and replace it with something that nourishes it. That way, your efforts can give you the desired outcome. Not every thought deserves a voice. Just because something crosses your mind does not mean it deserves a microphone. Thoughts are raw, thoughts are unfiltered, and thoughts are emotional. Speech is a responsibility. For the fact we think they're unfiltered just came to your mind. But speech is a responsibility. You're taking ownership to say it. So not all of that thought deserve a microphone. And that's why wisdom is profitable to direct. For the fact you think it, you need to filter the unfiltered words. What needs to be spoken? What needs not to be spoken? Many problems are not caused by lack of honesty, but they are caused by lack of restraint. Restraint to the use of words. Words spoken in anger live longer than the emotion that it creates. Also, words spoken in anger live longer than the emotion that created them as well. Once it is released, they cannot be retrieved. They lodge themselves in memory. Take, for instance, you take a nail and give a mark somewhere on the wall. You can paint it, but dig down under below the painting, the mark is still there. That's how emotions are. That's how words are. You can't take them back. Even when it's been resolved, you can't still forget. You will still remember because they've lodged themselves in your memory. Maturity is knowing when not to speak, because there is power in pausing before speaking. There is wisdom in editing yourself, editing your words before saying them. There is leadership in silence also. Ask yourself, will this bring clarity or confusion? Will this heal or inflame? Will this help or easily satisfy my ego? Not everything needs commentary. Not every feeling needs to be broadcast. Not every disagreement needs a response. So my challenge is, before you start speaking this week or any other day, practice 3 filter test. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Or is it worth it? If it falls 2 of these 3, then pause and think.